Hey Jake, what's up, man? I just sent you over a PDF, just a picture of all the dominant seventh arpeggios I want you to be working on, and I want to make a quick video just kind of explaining what I sent to you. It should look like this. It's a little confusing, and there's a lot of numbers and a lot of colors and shit. So I just wanted to kind of explain to you what it was before you got started on it. So what this is it's a G dominant seventh arpeggio in 5 different positions. So you're going to see a couple colors. I'm going to tell you what those mean. So when you see black, that is the octave. So that's the root of our arpeggio. So everything, we're doing G dominant seventh arpeggios. So all of the G notes are going to be in black. So you can see that on the 3rd fret 6th string, there's a G. The 5th fret 4th string, there's a G. And the 3rd fret 1st string, there's a G. So that's going to be on our first position. Okay, so what you're going to see next is you're going to see red, blue, green, light blue, and pink colors. And then you're going to see some notes that are multiple colors, sometimes even 3. So each color is a different position. So the very first cage position is going to be all of the red. Okay, so even if there's a little bit of red in the one, it still applies. So you see black, red, red and blue. If it's red, it applies to that position. So we're in 3rd position. I'm gonna go ahead and just play each position for you so you can see what I'm doing. I would like you, I know we're backwards because the video might help us, but I don't even know. It's everywhere. You're left-handed and the video switches things, so I don't even know what's going on. But I'm going to explain to you the positions, and then we're going to go over, I'm going to show you what they are, and then you can hear it and see which fingers I use. And I want you to try to use the same fingers that I'm using. So first we're going to do G dominant seventh arpeggio, and we're going to be in 3rd position because we're starting on the 3rd fret. Hold on, man. Let me swipe that away. But we're going to be out of our E position. Like if we're talking about caged, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, G, G chord, right? All right, so this is the arpeggio. A little slower. Now we're gonna move this around. You can do that in any key. You can do it in A, C. So I want you to think about numbers and intervals. So 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, flat 7, 5, 3, 1, flat 7, 5, 3, 1. Now this is a lot of stuff that I'm throwing at you. The most important thing is if you learn what those intervals are in relation to the bigger chord. You understand that, like, I understand it geometrically. So, 2 frets away and 1 string up is the 5th, and I just see that from that big chord. I see that 4 strings up and 1 fret over is the 3rd. So I know all that's there. So it's going to make it easier to transpose everything. All right. So that's anytime you see any color with red or any bit of red in it, that's going to be the first position arpeggio. Okay. The next one is going to be blue, and we're starting on the B note, the 7th fret on the 6th string. So anytime you see any blue, any dark blue or black, that's going to be in that position. Okay. So that one's going to look like this. Okay, and that's coming from our this shape, which kind of comes from our D shape. Like a 1/3, that's where that comes from. So out of all of that position, that's where that comes from. Slowly, you have 3, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 1, flat 3 1 flat 7 5 3. Trying to get a little closer. I know it's kind of hard to see, but your ear will help you out the rest of the way. And sorry I can't see my face. You're looking at my stupid beard. All right. Anyway, the next color that's after that is the light blue. So you can kind of see the light blue. All right. Any color that any dot that has light blue in it is going to be. Or I'm sorry. Next is green. Next is green. So anytime you see any color with a little bit of green in it, that's going to be one of the notes in arpeggio. It would help you to kind of take, I didn't print it off because I don't have a color printer, but if you do or you have a software, it'd help to just take like a marker, or if you have an iPad or pencil or whatever, to block off the sections. You know, so all the red is from the 3rd fret over to the 6th or whatever that is. So it'd help to kind of block that off. But the next one is going to come from our C shape. So that's like our C shape like that. When we bar, we get our G chord. All right, so we start on the 3rd. 3rd, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1. Where am I? Sorry. 5, 3, 1, flat 7, 5, 3, 1, flat 7, 5, 3. That one's tricky all over the place. I just had to practice that and get it into muscle memory because it's really tricky to hear that one. It's not intuitive for your fingers to lay out, so you got to really shed it. So that's the next one. So that's our C shape. We got 2 more. The next one's out of our G shape, and so that's gonna be the light blue. So that one's gonna stretch from the 10th fret to the 12th fret, and it's gonna reach back for the B note right there on the 9th fret. So any light blue, that's going to be our arpeggio coming from here, okay? We're always starting on the lowest string in that position so we can see where every arpeggio note is, okay? So I have 5, 1, 3, 5, flat, let me start over, sorry. 5, 1, I guess you should have a flat 7 before that, but just go 5, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 5, 3, 1, flat 7, 5, 3, 1, flat 7, 1. You could do that right here. 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 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 5, flat 7, 1. I didn't add in that flat 7 there on our chart. You can go ahead and do it, but I forgot to do that one. I really never play it like that because it's just too easy to do. 5, 1, 3. You can do all that sweeping stuff too. So our very last one is out of our G shape. Right on the 12th fret, our G shape, and that's all the one in pink. So if you see any color in pink, that's gonna be that one, okay? And you're gonna be starting on the G that's a 12th fret up. So you're gonna have 1, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, flat 7, 5, 3, 1, flat 7, 5, 3, 1. Okay, I know it's hard to see my fingers and to do all that, but hopefully what I sent you should help. So you can listen to what I'm doing and kind of watch, and then also have that to fill in any gaps. So really work on that. Shed it in G. All right, I really just want that muscle memory down. So if you can just go through. Oops. Told you that one's hard. I need practice too. Ah. If you can do better than I do, I'll pay you for a next lesson. But go through everything and just work on getting that muscle memory down. That one in G is the hardest one. Again, that's not really intuitive as well. I really don't use that shape much, but we want to know where all the arpeggio notes. That's gonna make it really easy for soloing in any position. And we'll talk about moving that around the neck and getting into some different keys next time. But I want that muscle memory there. So take a look at what I sent you. Take a look at the fingerings I use. Use your ear to follow along with me as best you can. Then use that little sheet to fill in the gaps. And we'll take a look at it next week, and we'll get into major 7 and minor 7 arpeggios after that. So good stuff coming up, man. Have fun working on this stuff, and I'll see you Friday.